Aye, ask
It's all
away.
happy to lose groschen.
What is the work of a miner about? Aye, that's a good question, man. Mostly about alchemy.
Everything's an easy win now. The dice I
proper
got.
rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a midgie without it.
So how do you rest?
Depends. Some have a kit, some a swarry, some go whoring. As for me, I play dice.
Way to go.
How do you mine ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit, or we're hewing something soft, and then it goes grand. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got to smelt the shit out of it.
How much do you make doing this?
Don't even get me started. The chink's bad, and it's getting worse. Half a grosh and a cloth is no.
I don't know what a corf is.
How many cores did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk 34 corps without skimping on game time. First time in ages, that was.
That's all I need to know.
If you need out else, feel free to drop by.
Fantastic. Oh, what? Tell me to stop whistling. Oh, hi, horse. I knew it was gonna happen. Ow! I'm melon. Oh, God. At least at that pace, it wasn't so bad. I guess I didn't need my horse. I did all that for nothing. All right, that'll work.
Grüß Gott.
I already know how many corvs the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
Less.
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corvs extracted. That means 10 corvs of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corvs must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
that this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
Oh, I'm glad you're yelling this out when Fett's right outside the door.
What about Vavak?
I still think the trail will lead us to him, but we know too little so far. You need to talk to Fett and Herman first. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Hey, Herman. We need to talk.
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you be?
Things
Henry.
aren't working out, Herman.
But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 cores of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
You're reporting false numbers.
Or someone is writing down false numbers and hiding 10 cores.
I do not write anything in the book myself. Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corves than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All 3 crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that.
Your story don't add up.
Your story doesn't add up, Herman.
I didn't want to
We
try
found
that.
out. Simple as that. Don't try to outsmart me and Sir
Somebody eating
Christian.
Popcorn.
I am not trying to do anything. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all.
Kansas
I
City
am
sarsaparilla.
sure they are in on it too.
How long?
How long has this been going on?
Several months, maybe half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
Had to go
The
to
Mint
Ace
Master?
Hardware today and
I have
they
no
sell it
idea.
there.
I am a mere essayer. I have never even met Vavak.
Sir Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret, so just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. I will be as silent as the grave.
Yeah, or you'll be in it. Okay, so the other side. Oh, Fett was, he was where all the food was and stuff. Over here. It was. Oh, there you are. A word.
A word, Foreman.
Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter with you.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the outhouse in the yard again.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
But you're the one counting the corves of ore.
Your point being?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated.
Did they call people
Anyway,
blockheads?
What's it to you?
The early 1400s?
Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
You're under my protection.
You have nothing to fear. You're under my protection, and nothing will happen to you. I'll deal with anyone who wants to harm you. Believe me.
Wait, I'll tell you what I know. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore, and transport it secretly to the smelters, along with the rest. He made it very clear, if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who is that fella?
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was terrifying.
I'll knock him down a peg. How long has it been going on?
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft. They say he was drunk. But I don't think it was an accident.
Who gives you the money?
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the yakkers and for Herman.
Do you think the Mint Master, Ulrich Vavak, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The Mint Master himself.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. Always silent as the grave.
Arguably in the same one as Herman.
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening.
How much money
You'll
is
have
this
to go and look
corv?
around.
Each corv.
And talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
A nobleman this time, then.
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman.
I got that.
That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic as you can manage.
Got it.
I got it. I'm ready to go.
Here, I've written you a letter of introduction to take with you and give to Buresh. I reckon he won't be thrilled, but he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the Feast of Saint Petronella.
Okay.
If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but at least it'll give us a clue. You could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to know something. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
What time is it? Man, it looks so late. Okay, well, I have good gear. Nope, wrong button. Where's he at? Is he in Grund? He's in Grund. Do they have a bathhouse in Grund? Don't. How clean am I? How's my noble outfit? This doesn't look too bad. I just have to take my weapon off when I get there.
You're always
I don't talk to armed strangers. Put the weapon
I forgot.
away.
Greetings, Master
Oh, I'm a
Bullish.
little dirty.
I'm Henry of Scallis.
Nice clothes. You've got good taste.
Thank you, Goodman. Likewise.
I'm all dirty.
Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Skallets, you say? That's where the royal mines are. Am I right?
You are. Unfortunately, the mining has ceased since King Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter. But I'm not selling any.
I'm interested in buying anyway.
I'd still be interested in buying one.
You're off to bed?
Perhaps I could change your
All
mind.
right, all right.
I doubt it.
You have a good night,
I'd
Maddie.
be a
Thanks for
fool to
stopping
give
by.
up a profitable business. But if you like, you can visit one of my operations. I'll allow you that much. With this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around unfettered. The guards will recognize my seal. But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any unnecessary questions. If you want to know anything, ask me.
Can you tell me what happened with the mined ore in the smelting works?
We weigh in the delivered ore and crush it so that it can be sorted for roasting. Roasting mainly separates sulfur from the ore, which is why the place smells like hell itself. Then the roasted material is smelted in the furnace and the slag is separated from the matte. The smelting process is repeated until we're left with pure metal. It's then cast into bars that can be sold. After we've given the royal share to the king, that is.
How many corves of ore do you process here per day?
We don't measure in corves here. I have several ore merchants working for me. They buy ore from various mines. When they deliver it here, we don't measure it by the corf, but weigh by the quintal. We process a large amount here, up to several thousand quintals a day in total.
How much silver does that make?
That, of course, depends on the quality of the ore we process that day. 20 quintals of ore usually yield about a pound of raw silver. That then yields a hryvnia of pure silver. We can make between 100 and 200 hryvnias of pure silver per day.
Can any go missing?
Can any silver go missing from here?
That's impossible. Everything is carefully weighed and recorded. Every step is counted and checked. Besides, molten silver is rather hard to steal. Once it's cast into bars, we keep them safe under lock and key.
How many corves were delivered from Horshan, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Why from Horsham, of all places?
Well, I visited the mine.
I visited the mine there. They told me they'd extracted quite a large amount.
You're lucky. I have an excellent memory. It was a lot indeed. 90 corves.
Okay.
God be with you, Goodman.
Don't forget, there are limits to my permission. And above all, mind you don't have an accident. Smelters are dangerous places.
I would think so.
See you later, my friend.
Okay, even though he says don't harass his workers, we'll harass his workers. That's all what's in here that I could never get in before. Breathing this in would have to suck.
Could I...
Shima.
What?
My name's Shima. You have no business being here. What do you want?
I'd like to ask you something.
I can't talk right now. Meet me outside in a while. Now you'd better get out of here before the guards see you. Fuck. I have to have a piss. You take over here, lads. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it definitely would be a dirty job. Oh, where are you going? Let's walk a mile to go to the bathroom. That's what they're gonna say. Why am I gone? Why were you gone for 30 minutes?
Well, can you talk now?
Who are you, fella?
Henry of Skalitz. Master Buresh sent me.
Master Burish, you say? And why did he send you?
I'm interested in the operations of the smelter.
What would you like to know?
What does your job entail?
Here in the smelter, the extracted ore turns into pure silver right under our hands. Bloody miracle, right? Horse shit. It's an awful, filthy fucking graft for a few miserable groschen. If I could, I'd fuck off somewhere over the hills. But I've a family, and they don't ask me what I really want.
How do you like working in the smelter?
I think
It's
you
a
just answered
shitty
that.
fucking job. My back aches something awful from shoveling heaps of ore back and forth. You're always breathing stive from the furnace, and then you cough your soul out after the shift is over. We'll all be crippled wrecks in a few years. That's how it is.
What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
Well, I don't really want to talk about him. Sorry. I could say something I'd sorely fucking regret.
Okay. What happens?
What happens to the silver from the smelting works?
The bars are kept under lock and key in a safe place until a merchant or the blokes from the mint come and get them. Only the owner of the smelter and a handful of select people have access to them, such as the foreman of the works who checks the purity.
Anything suspicious?
Have you noticed anything suspicious at the works?
What do you mean?
Silver go missing.
Does any silver go missing from here, by any chance?
Why should I talk to you about such things? How can I know it's not a trap?
I'm conducting an expert investigation.
Look, I know my way around silver mining. I'm conducting an expert investigation. Justice is blind. If someone's bypassing the production process just to stuff their purse, they're hurting more than just the king. Especially you, the grafters, the yakkers and smelters. And that pisses me off, because I'm actually one of you.
Right. I reckon you could be. Listen up, then. It's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. He's worked with us for years. Recently, he bought stables here in Grund, out of the blue. The entire stables. Where do you think he got the money? It's all very suspicious, because he's the one with the best access to the finished silver bars. If you want to find out where the silver keeps going missing, go to him. I'll bet you he knows a thing or two about it.
Okay.
But be careful, and keep a weapon close. People like him can be vicious.
Thank you.
Okay, so can I put my weapon back on? Kobila's sword. It's over here. Don't see anybody out here. There you go.
Are you Volkmar?
I'm not.
Horseshit. I know these stables are yours.
You must be the snoop who's sticking his nose in everything.
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping around. We've had our eyes on you ever since you came to Grund. Fortunately, Master Buresh warned me about you in time. Your investigation ends.
They all drunk?
Right here and now.
You shouldn't have stuck your nose in here, pal. Grund is ours.
Take him down!
You'll all die.
Let's do it then. You'll all die. I don't care how many of you there are. I'll hack you to pieces. And my dog will finally get a proper meal.
Whoa, a tough nut. Where are you going, cowards? Go to hell. What? I'm bleeding.
I love it. I just smacked in the head. That decorated pommel.
Now, spill the beans. You're responsible for stealing the king's silver?
Not me. It's Buresh. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my job. All my life. It's true. As Volkmar is my name, I swear on everything that's holy.
Take it from the beginning.
As head smelter, I test the quality of the silver that's been smelted every day. I have unrestricted access to it. One day, Buresh came to me and said he had an offer for me. He said if I accepted, he'd make me rich. He gave me his man to assist me. I'd take some of the king's silver bars and add them to Buresh's yield. The books were cooked, so no one found out anything. Everything was going well, and Buresh was happy. A few weeks later, he sent me to the mines. I was supposed to make a deal with the new foreman, Fett, and pay him off. In the end, I had to force him to cooperate, just like Buresh forced me. With threats.
Why didn't he take it himself?
Why didn't Buresh take the silver himself? Why did he need you?
The Mint Master's men watch over the transport of the king's silver. They take turns. Buresh had it all figured out.
Where does it go?
Moving on, where does the unreported silver go?
There are mined-out shafts near Old Kutna, where nobody ever goes. Buresh has a secret mint in one of them.
Did Buresh ever mention that Mint Master Vavak was involved in it?
Not in front of me. Maybe his guard, Little Neri, knew something. But you won't be able to ask him anything anymore.
They
the guy I just
counterfeit
killed?
coins in there.
Yeah, I suppose so. But what they actually do there, I've no idea. I've never been there. Buresh only told me about the mint a while ago. He wanted to send me there for some reason, so he drew me a map.
Give it to me.
Give me the map.
Yeah, if you take the road to Old Kutna, you'll reach the place where the abandoned shafts are. The entrance to the mint is somewhere around there. Look here. Can I ask you a question? Why are you doing this anyway?
For King Wenceslas.
For King Wenceslas. He may be in captivity, but he won't be there forever. He doesn't deserve to be robbed.
That sounds like a noble cause. Well, now you have the map, and since I told you everything, will you let me go? Please? I know I wanted to, But I was just scared is all. Please let me go, please. Stables be damned, just let me go.
I'll let him go.
All right. You can go.
Thank you. I'll never forget this. I'll go to Kuttenberg and get fixed up there somehow.
Give me
And
your-
if we meet
give me your
again,
stables.
I'll make it up to you. I swear, you're a good, merciful man. God be with you.
Yeah, normally I'm not very merciful. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to go out that way. Go! Best way to take off here. Down this road.
Go! Car! Quick!
Let's go! Should get there pretty quick this way.
Car!
Okay, let's look at our map. There's Grund, so it's south. It's more further down this way. Trespassing? First things first.
Huh? You can't just stroll around here without so much as a by your leave. Clear off! You can't just stroll in here!
I can.
You see, it didn't even hurt.
I'll make it hurt. Alright, so let's look at our map. You leave me alone. Well, look at this map. So maybe the second road down?
Quiet! Go away!
Oh, is this it? What lovely horse is this? Into the caves. Any of them modding for this game yet? See what they've done? I haven't. I probably should. Maybe if we do another playthrough, once we do the playthrough for when they get all the DLCs out, maybe we'll throw in some mods that seem interesting. With horse race? No, I should though. I should look it up.
Well, well, well. Look who's here. I knew from the start you didn't come to the works for nothing. But I underestimated you, an embarrassing mistake. I reckoned you wouldn't find anything, and even if you did, little Neri was supposed to get rid of you.
It turned out the other way round.
Congratulations. His wife and children will surely be beside themselves with joy. What to do with you now, snooper? We could come to a reasonable agreement, or underground no one will hear you scream.
Bavik?
I need evidence that Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus is involved in this whole affair.
I would love to do that. I hope they do that.
That's not true. Wouldn't you rather discuss the price of your silence?
You can't buy me.
You can't buy me, Buresh.
That's the wrong answer.
He can't leave here alive! Finish him!
God, it's impossible to see here.
Oh, rip your ass open!
You wanna try me?
Block!
No, you don't! Do it!
I wouldn't let me stab him.
Have you had enough, Buresh?
Mercy! For Christ's sake, mercy!
Underground, no one will hear you scream.
No, please. I'll give you anything you want. Just let me live.
You know very well what I want from you.
But I really don't know anything.
Stop lying to my face. Out with the truth.
All right. The whole thing was Ulrich's idea. As soon as he became Sigismund's mintmaster, he got cocky and began to abuse his power. He grabbed anything he could get his hands on, took away mining rights from anyone who opposed him. Anyone who wanted to keep his station had to pay him a hefty fee. But that still wasn't enough for him. So he came to me one day with the idea that some of the royal silver might not reach the king at all.
Yeah, I would love that. If we could find, like, build our own house, like he said, storage, and just build something out there, and you could, I would love it if you could just build a house anywhere out in the world so you can just find these just amazing places in here. And I think they should be able to make it on both maps, too. But you'd be able to have, like, this, find this just most beautiful, serene place and be able to make your house there. I think it would be great. But I would like to be able to pay for the supplies. So if I need, you want bedding, you'd have to go. Oh yeah, of course, fast travel. Yeah. I would like to go to the tailor for bedding. I would like to go wood if you want to start building your house. You need the wood. Gives us more to spend money on too that you make in here. Also, it would make it so you could really extend the gameplay in here too.
Why did he come to you?
The citizens of Kuttenberg didn't like some blow-in turning up to replace Peter of Pisek, and they were even less happy when he started giving them trouble. He'd have a job finding any allies among them. I'm a stranger here too. I've never had it easy here either. Think what you will, but I like Vavag better than all them Rutards, Piseks, and the other stuck-up mine-owning lords.
So you agreed?
So you agreed to help him?
Did I have any other choice? He'd destroy me and find someone else to run the smelting works. I hate to say it, but he knew who to come to.
Wasn't he afraid of Sigismund?
Sigismund came here for the silver. He doesn't care how it gets to him, as long as it does. He trusts the Mint Master he installed, and he's got no way of knowing something's going missing along the way. Unless someone tells him.
What was his plan?
Surprisingly simple. Bribe anyone who kept records of mining and processing to cook the books. And to keep the Mint Master free of suspicion, he put me in charge of this whole operation. For a tidy pile of coin, of course. In the end, it wasn't even that hard. No one had the slightest problem with earning something on the side of the king's expense. And when somebody got cold feet, we took care of him.
What are you doing with the stolen silver?
Stolen?
Burn a bathhouse, make
Such
money.
an ugly word. I prefer diverted, undisclosed.
Whatever.
And Mary
What
Catherine.
do you do with it?
It's used to mint groschen. Genuine groschen.
Genuine? I don't get it.
It's simple, really. Our coiners work with genuine coin dyes. We're producing beautiful, new, and especially clean groschen. No one can tell they're not from the Italian court.
About the evidence.
Yes?
I need some proof in my hands. Something that proves Vavak's involvement in the scheme beyond any doubt.
And I can count on you to make sure my name is never mentioned? Will you give me your word?
Yeah.
You have my word. I won't blackmail you.
I'm glad to hear that. Here's the key to the chest. You'll find everything you need there. It's behind that door, in the coiner's room. The key to it is right here on the table. You'd better not talk to the coiners. They're an odd bunch.
Is that all?
Aye. Everything.
All right.
I'll be on my way. I won't say it was nice to meet you, because that wouldn't be true. I hope we never see each other again.
I'll be happy to make sure we don't.
My God, no! Please! Now you're gonna die!
Got anything good? No one will hear him scream. Can't threaten me and get away with that. I want to know what all these people that we loot, what their keys to go to. Some dried food, lockpicks, horseradish. Blech.
We're done for today. What good is that if we can't leave this place? We'll have a drink, roll some dice. Don't worry. Sooner or later, we'll get out of here.
A gilded cage is still a cage.
Ah,
I'm here to help you.
what are you doing here?
Get out of here. If the guards catch you, there'll be trouble.
You don't have to worry about the guards. I took care of them.
What about Master Buresh? He was here with them just a while ago.
Buresh is dead.
Christ almighty!
My God, why? How could you?
I came to get evidence against Mint Master of Vavak. Where can I find it?
There are some books in that chest over there, but it's locked. And only Master Buresh has the keys.
Leave that to me. I still need the genuine coin die from you. It's another piece of evidence.
Everything we do here is clean. Completely.
Except you're minting using stolen silver.
How are we to know where it comes from? It's none of our business.
We're just pawns. We're not hurting anybody.
Nobody's saying any different. Like I said, I'm here to free you. The guards are dead. You're free to leave.
Yep.
Hang on! That's...
It's just the books, your actor, isn't it? Well, so take them and go.
We won't tell nobody nothing. We never saw you here.
Why don't you want to leave?
We're just supposed to stay here.
And we're told not to go far. The Mintmaster would be angry.
Interesting. Well, I took care of the guards.
I told you, I've already taken care of the guards. They couldn't fight for shit. I didn't even break a sweat. You're free. So what are you waiting for?
Free? Like,
We can go?
without permission?
So, if he says the guards are gone,
Then we could... What do you think?
I don't know. I can't believe it.
Me neither. We're really...
Free! We're free!
free!
I told them they're free, and then my reputation goes down. Is there anything in here? Oh, it's a chest. Save your schnapps, yes. Ledgers. I already know those. Anything over this way? Oh, loops back around. I think. I hope I didn't get myself completely lost. That looped around. Yeah, I got a lot of them, which is nice. You're gonna get this all solved in one day? Alright, so we gotta head back here. I'd steal that horse, but I can't fast travel because I'm trespassing. Where's my horse? Why am I fast travel? I don't have my horse. It has to be something, a bug. That wasn't like that before.
Ka! Ka!
day to you, friend.
Good day. We're gonna wash myself off. Oh. Over here. Sweep that ground. Oh, he's down below. Not in there. Oh, is he just right out here?
Good to see you.
Oh, he took off. I got evidence.
I got the evidence against Mint Master Vavak.
Really? Let me see.
Here. His handwritten records of the whole scheme.
There are names, amounts paid, mines, smelting works, yields. I'll be damned. This is perfect, Henry. This could wipe him out for good. Where did you find this?
In the secret mine.
Vavak had a secret mint where coins were minted from the silver they stole. That's where he kept the books.
He obviously had it all worked out to the last detail. Remarkable. Did you have any trouble getting it?
No, no trouble.
No trouble.
I'm glad to hear it. There's one more thing. Was there anyone else in that mint?
Coiners being held prisoners.
There were some coiners being held prisoner.
Jesus Christ. Held prisoner.
Vavak locked them up there to work for him.
My God. He really is an unscrupulous monster. Did you let them out?
I did, but it took some persuading. They were afraid.
Thank God for that. When you talked to them, did you see a coin die anywhere?
They gave it.
They gave it to me quite willingly.
I'm curious. Let me see.
Here.
What the? It's genuine! That means all the groschen minted from the silver stolen by Vivak are absolutely clean! In any case, we uncovered something big, Henry. It's just a shame we didn't find out more about Master Boresh's involvement in the whole scheme.
Luckily, I've got this. A letter from Vavak to Master Boresh.
How did you get it?
I'd rather keep that to myself.
This really is the last piece of the mosaic. But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme Master Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus has been running under our nose is incredibly insolent. But it's also one of the cleverest fraudulent schemes I've ever heard of. With those books in Rittard's hands, Vivak won't remain long in his post, and it's now pretty clear who will replace him. And a side income like that could prove useful to many people, if you take my meaning.
We're gonna keep stealing from the king.
You want to keep stealing from the king?
Oh, come on. Sigismund isn't our rightful king. The less silver he gets his paws on, the less he can pay to his Hungarian cutthroats.
I kind of want to say yeah. But it's probably not a good thing. You're right.
You're right about that.
Now, listen. Here's the plan. Everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, processing the ore in the works, a secret mint. Only there would be a change in management. I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond in the mines. But that shouldn't be difficult.
We're gonna get the minters.
A miner jumps at coin like a dog at a bone.
What happened to Herman and Fett?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw him on the road to Grunt, and they found Fett on the spoil tip with a broken neck.
You think it's related?
Who knows? Maybe Herman told someone you were snooping around and that Fett talked. Things like that can get you killed.
Shit.
They're both gone, and now I have to deal with it. I'll have to arrange a deal with Master Boresh. But knowing him, he won't be opposed to a reasonable agreement.
Oh, no.
And I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vivak all you want, but keep your tongue tied about the whole scheme. I've got a little something here for you, as a bonus. And I'll give you something extra for the genuine coin die. All you have to do is nod. Excellent. You won't regret it. But don't forget,
This is not good.
you can blackmail Vavak with the evidence all you want, but leave the Path of Silver to me. Here's your secret records and copies of the books from the mines and the smelting works for comparison.
Thank you.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, Henry. I wish you the best of luck. Maybe we'll see each other again. And give my regards to Sir Kunzling. It'll be a great weight off his chest.
Not sure that's the smartest thing I just did. I'm interested to see what's going to happen if it actually has an effect later on. Might have to spend the night, actually. It's getting late. There's a trap! Oh. I don't know. I don't see a point in traveling with my horse anymore if I'm just going to keep getting rid of him. Since it's going to be late, we'll just get over here. I don't see a point in looting anybody. You gotta go? Alright, alright. Well, thanks for stopping by, Alan. You have a good night. Going the wrong way.
You silly doggy.
That's where you're wrong.
When we catch a fella cheating, we can do whatever we see fit with him.
Like, break a few of his fingers,
Or knock a couple of his teeth out.
or cut off a chunk of his ear. To make him listen good, that it doesn't pay to cheat.
Or the tip of his nose. So we don't stick it where it don't belong.
Fellas, surely we can work something out here.
You hear that? Now he wants to make a deal.
Then he shouldn't have cheated. Enough of this horseshit. Hand over what you swindled out of us.
But my wife is ailing. Deadly ill, I swear.
Really? How many times does that make it?
Last time it was his daughter, wasn't it? Or grandma?
So not just a swindler, but a liar to boot. Just you wait, you sack of shit. I'll rip out your tongue and throw it to the dog.
Is there a problem here?
Oh, good fellow, you're heaven sent. Help me. They want to kick the shit out of me.
Listen, you better stay out of this. This doesn't concern you, so be on your way.
You saw nothing. Heard nothing. Now off with you.
What did he do? Did he steal something?
Worse again, he cheated at dice.
He needs to die.
That's not true.
Don't lie, you fuck!
I didn't.
Talk, or I'll start snapping your fingers.
And you'll soon be spilling your guts.
All right. Maybe I made a bit of my own luck with the dice, but I'm only doing it for my wife. She's sick.
Well, it never pays to cheat. You made your bed. You have to lie in it.
Hold your horses. You're just gonna leave me in the shit?
Quiet!
You've no right to do that.
That's where you're wrong.
When we catch a fella cheating, we can
Why
do
is he
whatever
standing
we see
like that?
fit with him.
Like, break a few of his fingers?
Or knock a couple of his teeth out.
Or cut